Hello everybody and welcome back to another exciting episode of the wonderful wobulous Project Zomboid Peach Mall 2.0 save file. Let us continue. We left off where night was kind of setting in and our peripheral vision has started to narrow quite a bit. We were about to head back to our safe house, which is what we're going to do as soon as the episode starts up, as soon as the game boots up, and kind of crash for the night and then head back. Now, along the way, on our walk toward the parking lot, our main goal at that point was to basically clear a path, ensure that we have a safe passage from our temporary safe house to the mall. And for now, it's worked out. I mean, we don't have, there's not a lot of zombies around here. Things are looking pretty good. We ended up clearing out quite a good number of them. And that was kind of the goal. Again, with the situation that we kind of have at hand, with how many zombies we're going to have to deal with, clearing out as many as we could along the way is kind of imperative to our survival, in a lot of ways. As you can see, though, my character can barely see anything outside of directly in front of him. So it's really important that we get him home as quickly as we can. And get him to bed, especially when we're going to the mall where zombies are going to be everywhere. You don't want to have to deal with bad vision the entire time. It will get you killed. It's important that you don't fuck up. I actually got somebody tweeting me the other day. I apologize, I don't remember your name, good sir. But he was saying, he was tweeting at me that he basically learned in Project Zomboid that poor decision-making skills and bad preparation are what get you killed. He went to the mall, just kind of went to the mall as quickly as he could to see the mall, and he ended up dying within minutes of going there. And that's what I've been trying to say the whole time too, is like, if you're not prepared and you do things in a hurried pace, especially in this game, you're gonna die. It's just gonna happen. And I'm trying my damnedest to obviously kind of fight that. I don't want to die, man. Not yet. I'm not ready to die. I'm not ready to start getting my ass kicked. I want to make sure I show you guys as much as I can and approach the situation in the most intelligent way possible when playing this game. Because if I do it stupid, if I do it willy-nilly just to show it off, I'm going to be dead within minutes. And that's not fun. Now, a few of you have suggested, or one or two of you have suggested, why don't I do just super long episodes? I'd love to do super long episodes, but as I've learned, doing stuff like Magicite super long episodes. The problem with that ends up being that now I have less time to record other stuff, and my videos per day end up being a little bit wonky, and I don't like to cut down on my current production of videos. I want to make sure I'm doing 5 videos a day for you guys every day. It's just, something I kind of hold myself to every time. So let's go ahead, and now we can start heading back. So it's 9 o'clock in the morning, and it's basically day 2 of making our way toward the mall itself to at least see what we have to deal with. We're getting close. We're definitely getting close. My curiosity is going to sit with overnight how many zombies ended up wandering themselves onto the road. Hopefully not many. My hope is that there's none that actually made themselves to the road, but I expect there to be some. If there is, it shouldn't be many. Yeah, exactly. See, we already have one that she just wandered overnight, just kind of came here. Chances are it's just going to happen. But that's fine. We can go out of our way and kind of take care of them and make sure that they're not a huge pain in the ass and just kill them off as it is. Hello. Down you go. Okay. Down. There you go. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. And as long as it's 1, 2, 3, or 4 at most, then I'm totally fine. It's, again, not a huge deal. My concern is the mall. So we might be able to see the mall today. I actually have high confidence that we will take a peek at the mall today at the very least. Though I don't know how much of it, how much of the interior we'll see, if any. So if we swing down all the way down here, and you can kind of follow this trail of dead bodies that we've created. At the end here, if we bang a left, that's where we're going to start making our way over there. All right. Very nervous. I'm very, very nervous that this is not going to go well. But we'll see. Beta blockers. Let's just take some. Kind of kill off the panic. I don't want to kill off the panic. I don't want to be panicking right now, rather. Okay. Good. I'm also going to be kind of very thoroughly inspecting the corpses, because if I can get another axe, I would be in really good shape. So where is... I'm just trying to find where we are exactly on the map. I'm going to take a little long route. Okay, so here's this. So we're actually really close. Alright, guys, we're getting there. We're probably going to see the physical representation of the mall today. That's the mall right there. Alright, guys. This is the mall. Let's take a look at how bad it is. We missed. That's totally okay. Couple zombies just wandering off. Let's see what's inside, ladies and gentlemen. All right. So here's one. Okay. Well, we're going to have to break open the doors. Inside looks pretty rough. All right, let's go ahead and bust that open and start making our way inside. Let's see what it looks like. I have a feeling going in here is going to be a terrible, terrible, terrible decision. I kind of want to clear out all out here too, though, to ensure that we have a pretty safe escape if we need to. So let's take these 3 out. Just clear out a nice back passage. Okay, so far, what's surprising is that there's very little here. Okay. I want to actually pop that open. Double wide doors. Okay. We gotta play it safe. We have to utterly play this incredibly safe. So, keeping an eye out. I mean, there's a lot of places zombies could actually be hidden too. And for a food court, not that many. Enough to handle melee, at least. There's another one right over here. Not bad. Okay, there's quite a few in there. Oh, man. Oh, man. Holy shit. Okay. Found them. Holy shit. Okay, we found them all, ladies and gents. There they all are. Well, where'd you guys come from? Alright. I don't know how to approach this. I really, truly do not know how to go about handling this. Okay, I missed. Is he gonna... Can they hop over that? Or does that count as a wall? My fear and my suspicion is that these half walls actually count as walls. Nope, I can hop over them. Never mind, I lied. I'm kind of gonna try and kill off whatever I can. Alright, hi. Alright. Interesting. Let me pop open these doors at least. I just need to make sure I have an escape at all times. So they already busted out one of the windows. Playing this melee and sneaking might be my best chance for success here. I honest to God don't know if any of this is going to be actually possible to clear out. Jesus. Okay, Jesus Christ. See, I have this food court, and I can work with the food court because it's pretty wide open and there weren't a lot there. I was like, oh, the mall's not actually that bad. And then you turn to any one of the stores and there's just a ton of the zombies in there. Like, a ton of zombies. Which I expected, and this was my concern, obviously. But, like, I can't do anything with them. I can't handle them right now. I could pop a gunshot. I mean, here's the other situation that I find myself in, too. I could pop off a gunshot, but that'll attract pretty much every zombie in the mall. And that's also something I don't want to do, because that will get me killed even faster than what I was doing prior. So, I'm kind of at this conundrum of how do I approach? How do I do this? How do I start to clear out this mall without getting myself cornered or killed? I mean, the only other thing I could think of is maybe starting to drag them out. Come on. Let's see, maybe trying to start dragging them outside by shouting a bunch. I mean, listen to how many there are. That door should be coming down any minute. Okay, I don't know where you came from. This axe is not going to last much longer either. If I could just kind of drag them out one by one, I mean, that's an option. Couple more. Whoa, whoa. Okay, they took down that door. Didn't. That's a sound I'm not used to hearing unless I'm producing it. So I was like, whoa, why is there a door breaking down? Oh, right, zombies have been banging on it. So they're all, like, look at how many there are. And, oh, you know what? They probably couldn't hear me over the door banging, which is why they weren't responding. All right, let's back up. Let's back up. The game's even hiccuping a few frames here and there just because I feel like there's so fucking many zombies. And now it's raining. And it's, God. I think that's going to be my best bet is the slow, methodical pulling of them all to get them outside, or at least out of their shops, and dealing with them slowly. Even if it means having to take them outside and firing guns at them outside, at the very least it'll be further away from other stores, and I'll be able to not attract as much attention. Now, granted, the pistol's going to be our best bet because it's not going to produce a lot of noise, but dealing with large mobs of zombies is also going to be kind of a pain. And these windows are way more sturdy. They have the steel grates, so they last a lot longer. It doesn't take only 2 hits with an axe. It takes like probably 4 or 5, would be my guess. Double or more. Because you have to get through the metal grates too. Like you could break a window, but breaking the metal grates is going to take longer. Yikes, man. This is what I'm worried about, you know? Like, I'm taking out all these Zeds, but really, how much of a dent am I making right now in the general population? It's slow plotting and slow working, sure, but... And sure, it might be progress of some kind. But, still. Now, granted, we could kind of exploit this whole hitting zombies through the tiles thing. Oh, shit! But that's not going to last too long. It's getting late, too, so we should probably start heading back. I mean, we've killed quite a few. If we can at least drag them outside. Alright, let's start heading back. We've got a little bit of a walk. Not terrible, but enough that I want to start heading back now. Damn, man. That's crazy. And that's not even like... That's like this. Such a small part of the mall. And that's only the first floor, too. Like... The mall is fucking-gantic, and that's just the food court area and the restaurants. Never mind stores that have tons of zombies in them. The bullets I have right now are not going to be enough. I don't know what I should do. Oh, I got to think about this. Okay, that's fine. Gunshot going off. Not a huge deal. It really is. It's an interesting situation that I really have never found myself in before. Granted, the inner city of West Point was kind of similar in that there were hordes, but I was easily able to herd them into the streets, kind of corral them up and take them out in like 2 days' time. If you go watch my 100-part episode, my 100-part series of Project Zomboid being launched on Steam, which is all one life, 100 episodes of all one life, you can see kind of how I dealt with it. I could deal with it slowly and methodically, and it was easy to take care of because of the way the cities are lined out. I mean, you could kind of drag them all in the streets. You can kind of focus them down, and with a few days of work, both between melee and guns, you could pretty much thin out the horde pretty quickly. This is different because there's no pulling them out into the street. The mall's huge. It's kind of a disorganized mess because it's a fucking mall, and you kind of have to deal with them coming at you from all angles. At least with the city, you kind of know what angles they're coming at, and you can kind of dictate how you're going to deal with them by dragging them in one direction, by causing a lot of noise of breaking windows, setting off alarms in buildings, and then dipping into an alley before they see you and coming up behind them and just, you know, kind of taking them out in that fashion. That allows you to essentially deal with them on your own terms, while a mall is just chaos. They're coming at you from everywhere. They're in all the stores. They're going to be banging through windows. They're going to be, you know, you could have a very limited, narrow access point to have to deal with them in, in the mall, and then all of a sudden that access point, that narrow window of opportunity to work with, is completely gone when they bust through all the windows and the doors. Now that narrow access point has like a million different openings and a million different kind of vulnerabilities in it that you have to quickly deal with on the fly. Otherwise, you're done. You're gonna die, and that's a problem. So lots and lots of things to think about. Lots and lots of things to kind of have to work against, that are working against you rather, in the mall. Which again makes it a really fun challenge, but at the same time it's fucking hard. So we're gonna have to approach this much differently than we would approach pretty much any other challenge that the game has thrown at us so far. And I really need to contemplate how I'm going to do this. Getting into the mall, like, we got into the mall and we barely made it past. We didn't even go past the food court. We barely made a dent into the food court. It's going to be slow. It's going to be methodical. It's going to be painstaking, at least for me. For you, it'll probably be interesting and exciting. And it's going to be nerve-wracking the entire time because, again, one wrong turn, one wrong decision is going to end me. And that in and of itself is fucking terrifying. Very rarely do I feel like very rarely once I have an established kind of setup with weapons and a safe house or multiple safe houses and stuff, do we really feel like I'm threatened. I kind of have this game down where as long as I have the setup in the safe house, I feel confident in my ability to survive long term. This takes all of that away. Getting into this mall is gonna be... It's going to be a thing, man. It's going to be a thing that's going to get me killed. It absolutely is going to kill me. I will be incredibly impressed if I don't die and I'm able to not necessarily clear them all, but make it safe enough for me to explore, or explore a good part of it without dying. That'll be an exciting moment for me. I just don't know if it's going to be possible. It'll be interesting. Now, before we went to bed last night, a gunshot went off. They got to keep that in mind. Now, that could change pretty much everything. If the zombies in the mall heard the gunshot, if they were aware of it, if it affected them, it's either going to make things a living hell and way more difficult for me, or it might have simplified at least certain aspects of the mall. It could have kind of moved them away from a certain area, and now that area, hopefully being the food court, is a lot easier for me to deal with. I'm not going to take that bat. I have so many fucking bats. So we'll see. I don't know. I don't know what to expect. I also want to check out this gas station too for more food. It'll be easier than hitting houses up. And with the gunshot actually having gone off, I expected this to be a little bit easier for me to loot. And it looks like that is indeed the case. So let's go ahead and swing up here. I just want to check out these vending machines. There's quite a few Zeds over here too. Let's back up. Okay. Whoa. Let's pop into these. Let's see if these have anything in them. They do. We have a couple things. Nothing great, but worth grabbing. And we'll wrap this episode up here. We'll pop it in the mall, I guess, again, starting next episode. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, come back tomorrow for some more daily Project Zomboid, and consider dropping a like, as it helps me out a great deal. And as always, I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.